Yeah, yeah. Hello, hello. ah, Happy Thursday, August 28th. Another stream from the stew. How's everything going? What is happening out there in the world? Uh, I see you, Jadinen is in the chat. I also posted a clip of my very first sub, Janinen, on my shorts on YouTube. Um, my reaction to my first sub, I still cherish it forever. But it was like a really fun. It was just fun just to have that online. So yeah, I posted that online. Yesterday, if you missed the stream, I was recording the analog synth, the Prophet Rev 2 for Zodiac is the name of the track that we have decided on. And yeah, here we are. I started working on it. I started to work on the track a bit more yesterday. And yeah, definitely go watch that if you haven't watched it. I just kind of demonstrate how I record the analog synth into my DAW, which is Studio One. And yeah, just like adding like layers. But this track is coming along like pretty well, which is nice. I'm gonna actually play it and see what we think. But I think it's coming along pretty well. I haven't listened to it today, so I'm just having a fresh listen with you as we speak. So let's have a listen. So those synths are all the stuff I actually recorded yesterday. So. This like vocal percussive thing that you're hearing in the background too, that kind of adds to the groove of the track. And that's that. That's where we are so far. From nothing to something. But yeah, I also added this thing right here. Which kind of adds like a cool groove. And then with the bass. Let me see what it would sound like if I did this real quick. So this is another trick, production trick. It's kind of similar to the gate trick that I showed you guys. If you haven't seen that, I actually posted a short on my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch that, you can kind of learn about the gate trick and how to clean up a messy like audio track with a gate, or like a busy, like, you know, rhythmic section. This is a similar concept, except with I'm doing it with like a tremolo, and the like this trick works with any sort of a, you know, tremolo. Let me loop this right here. This is probably the loudest part of the signal. So right now, when I'm putting a tremolo, let me just, so that's what it sounds like with nothing on it, right? Now I have this on a like an eighth note. You see, it only lets through whatever's happening on that eighth kind of note. You know, so it just kind of cleans it up a little bit more, and it just kind of makes it tighter. It's a really good way to be able to tighten up. So without it, it's kind of taking over like the whole mix. With it, also it kind of gives it a bounce, kind of makes it more bouncy, which is nice. And then with the bass, anyway, so let's have a listen real quick. Ooh, also, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna officially call this track Zodiac. That's what we decided on 2 streams ago. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it as. So what I like to do with my sessions, I always do save as the session progresses. So I started this track calling it main theme. Now we know it's called Zodiac, so we're gonna call it Zodiac. And then what I do is I just clean up the stuff that I don't need anymore, which is a good thing. I see that Jarinen is taking notes. That's great. By the way, we are streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So wherever you're watching from, a shout out to you, wherever you are. I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and just life is good, you know? But yeah, so anyways, I'm just gonna delete these things that I don't need, because chances are I just don't need these things. And I'm just gonna delete these. I am gonna keep this right here because I made this uh, to record the analog synth. So I'm just gonna call this external synth. Because if I want to use the external synth, I don't have to remake that track. And then what I can do is I can just hide it like this. Just hide it. It's done. Don't want the don't want it. Don't want this stuff. I really like a clean. You know, I just like things cleaned. So there you go. Just deleted that. I'm not gonna have access to those files anymore, and that's a good thing. You know. Whoops. Also, I don't want to hear that that sample thing just yet. So I'm just going to mute these here. Just clean without any distraction. And then here is when we start hearing that groove. It kind of adds to the progression of the track. I want to see if I can add like a drum fill here. See if this will work with, probably have to manually make it work. Let's see. Let me see if I can quanta. Let's see. Taka. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe put this one here. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna just redo this quantization thing. We don't need that. Just gonna redo this and retime it because I like that sound. I just need to get the timing right because it's like a triplet and this is not a triplet. Maybe like this. You know, this whole process is just so much about just tweaking, playing, experimenting, just seeing what works, what doesn't. Sometimes you have an idea and you work on it and you just keep working on it and it doesn't really go anywhere. Not saying this is the case here, but if you don't play, you won't know. So you gotta just play around and see what works and what doesn't work. And also sometimes you kind of have an idea of what you want to do, and then you do that, and then it turns out to be something else. And then that's kind of nice too, because you're like, wait, I thought I was doing this, but then it sounds like this, and then that takes you down a different path, a different rabbit hole, and it's all cool. That's the fun thing about like the creative process. It's just you just don't know where it takes you, you know. And in general, like literally, being an artist, you just don't know where it takes you. It's the best thing about being an artist, and it could be the worst thing too if you don't know how to handle uncertainty in life, you know, the uncertainties of life. Okay, so let's see here. Let's give ourselves some pre-roll. Just play this. We need that bass line before we can make a decision on how this should go. So you see, like I didn't have the idea for this, like the way this actually rhythm is working, but it's kind of interesting. It breaks things up. Not saying I'm gonna actually stick to it, but I am interested to hear what it's gonna sound like. this sound. Does it need to be there? What does that sound like? Okay, and then maybe also we don't need this right here. Okay, let's see. Now, what I like is this sound, right? So maybe we can just cut that up, slice it and dice it. That sounds cool. And then just make our own thing, which is like this. Let's see. Maybe. Let's see how this will work. Maybe like that. Nice, that's cool. Maybe I like that. There you go. There you go. Now that is a cool little drum fill that we created out of something else. I wonder if we need, let's see, we need like a sweep thing. That, let's see, put like a sweep here. Why not? See what it sounds like that, you know? Okay. This could be interesting. Let's see. Maybe that there. I want to make sure that this is all lined up together. Now let's see. Is there? This could be interesting. Let's see. If we put like a delay on there. And I want like a simple, like a ta 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 ta. I think it's on a quarter note. Let's see. That's nice. Let's see how they work together. That's cool. Then maybe we layer it with this guy. This is all just to add just like to add the impact that we need. Maybe this can come on the snare, like, you know, maybe. Let's see. That's cool. And maybe we don't need this right here. So just do it like that. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna not even have this here. Cleaner. Jonathan Grimmer. Hi, hi, hi. I see you in the chat. If you're just watching this, if you're just tuning in, this is the track we decided to call Zodiac 2 streams ago. And now we're just layering, mixing, just having a good time doing it. And if you haven't watched the past streams, you can just go back and watch and see how things came about. That's cool. That is cool. That is cool. Press this drum fill right here. Once upon a time, there was something that I don't know. That's actually kind of cool because I like that little switch up, because you've been hearing this the whole time. It kind of switches it up a little bit. And it makes this pop that much even more and hit harder. So let's listen from the top. So this is where you add like the bells and the whistles of. So again, if you are just joining the chat, I started this idea that I had. I've had this composition idea for like 2 years. And then I think 3 streams ago, I started to lay it all down. Yesterday, we laid down the profit, kind of like, synth layering and how to record an external analog synthesizer into your DAW and all that stuff. And today, I'm kind of, now that we have everything kind of locked in, this is like kind of just add those ear candy and like the bells and the whistles that take your production from sounding okay to okay, that kind of vibe. So you see this click? Let's see how we can use it to make the drums sound, or to kind of to enhance the drums and the groove. It kind of gives it a better. We just kind of give it like a bit of a variety. Okay, let's see. We also want to make sure that it's hitting right on that. The timing of it is very important. Actually, I feel like if it hits right there, let's see. Almost. Right there, yeah. Almost like a water drop, You just add these things. Just add dimension and layers to your music. Because the ear goes, oh, that's interesting. That's a new sound. Cool. Just, little things that keep the listener engaged, 4 bars or every 8 bars, you want something a little new, like this. So maybe I want to mute. And then one more time. Here we can add this. Again, no? Why not? It's a little vibe. By the way, I love this composition. It's awesome. Little ear candy stuff, you know? I'm gonna bounce that in place. Like that. Nope. never know what you'll get here. Let's see if this will be something that'll work with everything else. I mean, I'm not mad at it. That is cool. Why not? The only thing is I do have to just make it less boomy and more thinner. So we can kind of hear those rolls. So before and after, and then together. It's cool. I'm not mad at it. It's different. So let's add it to the side too. I want this, I want like almost like a trailer. Like one of those like trailer hits. Just that. Yeah, like that. Let's see if that'll work on top of this thing. Yeah, like da da da. You know. Let us see. Let us see if this will work. And we want it all even weight, so we'll just have it exactly like so. Da, da, da. Like. I do want to actually gonna do them exactly together like this. Then you want to make sure that it kind of sounds like we can actually make the last one longer like that, you know. That's cool. I'm not mad at it. Maybe quieter. That's cool. I like that. Okay. I'm gonna Let's listen from the top. While I drink my coffee. Maybe we make the first one and the second one a little bit more, and the third one, just so. That's cool. I mean, call me crazy, but what if I had like, I did have those, hey, just super tucked in.
Hey. Hey.
And you won't even kind of more feel them than hear them, but let's see. You don't even want, you can just kind of want the feeling of it, not so much the okay. Like that, tucked in. Again, it's all about layering little things. Maybe louder. Let's see. don't really hear them, you kind of feel them, you know? Maybe not on the first one. Nah, you want it? Nah. We need both. It just kind of, you see, like, it kind of, because we have added these layers, these hay layers to the chorus or to the drop or to the climax or whatever you want to call it here, it kind of gives the snare a different feel because they hit at the same time as the snare. So it kind of, you know, it kind of distinguishes between that moment and then, you know, the other moments. Like you see, like so like let me just mute the music part. And it just makes it sound big. It's awesome. But you don't want that necessarily in like the B section or the A section. You just want it there. So it gives it that moment of like climax. And then you just hear the snare there. Again, it's all about these little moments. Right, so now we need the haze back. So let's put the haze where they belong. And also to give it, just to make it even sit a little bit better in the mix, you can also sidechain that snare to where that hits, so you just have more control. That's what really great, you know, mixing is all about. Having control over your, having control over every single element in your mix. That's how you can make sure everything is sitting perfectly. Just like that. Maybe just a tiny bit slower release, so it kind of drags, which I like. Sounds cool. All right, now let's listen to it with the music. I kind of want to do the same thing here with the kick. So let's see. Da, da, da. Let's make it hit. We don't need the snare. Just put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Also, I want to do the same thing I did for those haze with these drum hits. I want to have the kick side chain to them. So again, the kick is the primary sound. That, my friends, could be an interesting addition for that second climax thing. Also, it could be a disaster. Again, that's what's fun about this. We don't know until we try. We won't know until we try. Is it like this? Maybe. Let's see. Let's see. I think I gotta move the thing a little bit here. Like that, maybe. Okay, chat. Let's see. Cool, kind of adds just adds more tension. I personally love it. I think it's great. And also what I can do is I can just use a reverb to create like see, like what it does, it rounds out the staccato sounding stuff, like da da da, and then you can kind of play around with it and kind of mix it and blend it into your mix better. So let's start here. Let's see what happens. Nice. Let's see. And again, you can sidechain that piano to this, so whenever it plays, it makes room for the piano, because that's that top piano is the main character. Wow. All right. Let's see from the top. I do want to sculpt this a little bit better. It's a little too clicky. Yeah, see that? Versus, again, you just kind of want to feel it. You don't want to hear it much, you know? Yeah. More subtle. Cool. That sounds cool. There's I found this music video. I think it's a John Hopkins uh, video, and I was like, man, like these visuals go pretty well with this song. Let me see. Let me see. I can set it up here so we can watch it together. Again, I always love to play something in the background that matches what I'm doing. And it kind of, I don't know, there's something about like a visual um, thing that kind of helps you. And like literally that looks like that's funny because that looks like Small World vibes anyways. But let's see how it works with what we're doing. Shout out to John Hopkins. I mean, it goes pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. I mean, this should be just the video, the music video for it. That's cool. Ooh, she's flying away. This is pretty cool. The visuals are great. Yeah, and it's funny because it has the same theme. Like it has the same thing as Small World too. That's cool. Yo, that's awesome. And we're just all stardust. Basically, that's the message of this video. We are all stardust, and we think, we matter, but we don't. Also, what it reminds me of. So I don't know if you guys watched the TV series Westworld. But the intro, man, like there's something about that intro that I feel like matches Zodiac. Let's see, because I feel like that'll be cool. At this, the Westworld. Honestly, though, I would love to score like a TV series or like a movie or whatever, and I feel like I'm just kind of putting these things out in the universe. Hopefully I can look back and be like, whoa, I said it then. I would love to. That would be amazing, just to Or maybe this. We can have this licensed too. Something. If there's a music supervisor that's watching, let's go. But come on, this matches so well too. That's cool. It's like it's like humanity against AI. And at some point, we won't know the difference. What's AI? What's human? We don't know. Dude, this is such a cool... So dope. Come on. I just gotta make that. I gotta make that cooler. Let's see how we can do it. Yo, if there are any music supervisors, there's any movie directors that want me to score their movie, maybe Christopher Nolan, just putting it out there. Christopher Nolan. Seriously though, I would love to. Just saying, that's a wrap right there. Speed Does America, day 1. What's happening here?
My cigar's in there. Can you get my cigar, please?
Ooh. Chat, are we gonna be just streaming? Should I be streaming? Speed streaming? I think he's having tummy issues.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta sit. Just wait. Please.
That's funny. Dude, I love Speed, man. I think he's so funny.
Shit, why am I spook my
And I love his
cigar
energy
settling?
too.
Thank you. Thank you.
With his fake Cuban cigar.
Yeah, get out, get out.
He loves Ronaldo, man. He likes you.
Come on,
One of
come
your
on.
best friends.
All right, you get a photo, yeah. Go in there.
I said you good.
Okay, bro.
All right, guys.
That's funny.
Ooh. 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 God damn.
I feel like he might have already
There might be a
pooped his
problem.
pants. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's already too late, bro. I think no, I'm kidding. I mean, actually, I don't know, but now I do wonder, like, what is the copyright law, like, when it comes to like streaming someone else's stream? Like, is that okay? I don't know. I don't want to get sucked into this stream though. I do want to work on this because
Yo, my stomach not like it's like my stomach's still moving. My stomach's still moving, chat. Fuck. See, that's why I hate. See, what was it? What did I eat?
okay. All right. Let me. Let's go back to our session. Okay, so see, when I play something against the music I'm working on, it kind of gives you like ideas and it makes you listen differently to the song that you're working on. And here again, we are going to commit, and we are going to bounce this in place with everything that's happening with it. I don't care. We will make it work. Let's see. By the way, if you're just joining the chat, I am streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So wherever you're watching from, shout out to you. All right, so this part. Here, I think I'm gonna use that tremolo trick that I told you about earlier in the chat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna automate the depth. Right, and then I'll do that, and then I add another tremolo to make it I think it should be like this. Let's see. I think it's each bar. Yeah, so no, I'll just do it differently. Basically, like I wanted to go. So I don't want it to be constant. So maybe a side chain. Let's see if I can do it with the kick. If not, then I'll use something else. No. Is this the only oh, like this? Oh, but it needs to be the other way around. Yeah, it needs to hit first. Yeah, so I want it to hit and then stop. So like that. So let's see. Maybe it needs to be a full bar. Or let's see. No, I think I just have to automate it. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. Maybe just cut it out like this. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. By the way, I'm so hungry. It's 1:42 right now. I am hungry. So maybe I'll make this and then I'll go eat something. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow again. use a delay for that very end, just to delay that out. Let's put quarter notes there. It would sound like something like this. And then if I make the width wider, it'll kind of make that ping pong effect. Okay, let's do. It's been fun working on this one. Zodiac. Okay, let's see what we got from the top. So here we want it a little bit louder because there are more sounds happening, so you want to hear it more. There you go. Same with this part. That's pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. Huh. You want that on here. I think. No. Okay. Anything else before I go? Chat, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subbed yet, sub on Twitch, sub on YouTube, sub on Kick, wherever you are watching. Let's get this thing going and growing. I'll be back tomorrow again. Thank you so much for being here. And again, I hope you learned something with production and music and all that good stuff, a little tricks here and there. Have the best day ever, best night ever, wherever you are, wherever you are. And I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Bye.